Live from Main Street Field, some Double-A baseball coming at you. It's the Mississippi Braves and the Tennessee Smokies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set, towing the slab in today's game, Riley Thompson.
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
All right, ready to get underway. Now, Justin Dean.
The center fielder, Justin Dean.
And a pitch. And he lays down a bunt. And foul ball. Next pitch misses inside, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. And a ball evens the count.
2-2.
That misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Yolmer Sanchez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And fouled off. One down, base is empty. And there's a ball.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just a wasted pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him swinging.
Now, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Roederer under this one. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, today's starting pitcher, Jared Schuster.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Verdugo. The line of the pitch. There's a strike. The pitch. Good eye right there. The pitch. Tap dances out of the way of that one. towards first. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting center, the center fielder, Cole Roeder.
Here's Cole Roederer. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That one drifts inside. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And a 1-2. Swung on, belted. That one's back. And out of here. A towering home run. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And here is Jordan Wogu. And that one off the outside edge.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And the 1-0. And there's the strike. Good eye right there. The 2-1.
Hit it right. 2-2.
And down on strikes. 2 away down.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Two outs, base is empty. Number 34, the next to hit. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 1-0. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Jesse Franklin.
Right fielder, Jesse Franklin.
Thompson back to work. Ball 1 there. And that one missing low.
2 balls, no strikes.
On the ground to the left, and it stays fair.
He was all over that one. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
And now it's going to be Chris Sharp. And first offering is fouled off. swing and a ball popped up. Makes the catch. One down. And now it's Hudson Potts.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
On the ground, could be two. Boots it, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. Here's the third baseman, Bo Phillip. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Wogu tracks it down for the out. One hit, one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The Smokies on top here, 1-0. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Bradley Beasley. And a pitch.
1-0.
Next pitch is downstairs. That's in there.
2-1.
Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball.
Looked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman number 15. That one is upstairs. Beasley on at first, nobody out. Pitch is in there, and a count 1-1. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in easily. Runner at first with no outs here. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
Next is the designated hitter, Owen Casey. That's in there, 0-1. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
Got it by him for the K.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to him, just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ed Howard. Ball one low. The pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. One out. Runners at first and second. And that one almost got him.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. And that's in for a strike. That one missing inside. Sets him down on strikes. Fastball to letters, throws him for strike 3.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Here's the catcher, Pablo Aliendo. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing at 1. That one missed.
1-1.
Pitch misses inside. 2 balls and a strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. The next offering misses. And that's ball 3. Luis Verdugo waiting for a turn at the plate. Bounced out to short, Bunnell. Rolls across the diamond. That ends the frame. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We played 2 full. The Smokies on top 1-0. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Cade Bunnell. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Swings through that. Thompson, the tall righty, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a 2-seamer. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Next one misses. Now 1-2.
It's a good take.
Next pitch misses, and the count's even at 2.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
In the dirt, on to first, got him. One away on the strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to him, Hendrik Clementina. High in the air, out to right. Wogu makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Justin Dean. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Ball 1, no strikes.
Ball.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next pitch is outside, and now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
It's in there. 3 balls and a strike. The pitch. 3-2 now.
Council.
Whips it to first on the run. And that is that. And welcome back. Here's the second baseman, Luis Verdugo. Verdugo, 22 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Pitch misses. A ball, 1 strike.
Well, these guys doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Got him. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. So up next, Paul Roederer, the solo homer his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. Roederer measures 6 feet even, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. Next offering misses, 2-1. And another ball. That one ripped, and now maybe extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And now the right fielder, Jordan Wogu. Caught looking his first time up. Up the middle, stops it on a slide to first, and they get the out.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, number 34. Base hit and a run in to score.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, the long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So 2 down, Bradley Beasley getting ready to hit. And that's in there for strike 1. Now move to first.
No, he's safe.
Here's your 1.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
0-2 now. And now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And it's 2-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here at the ballpark, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Yolmer Sanchez. Thompson back to work. And that's downstairs and outside.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
On the ground, and that's just foul.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Slings to first, 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Drew Luckbauer digs in now, 0 for 1 so far. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Up the middle, and that squirts through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And the batter now, Jesse Franklin. Ball 1, no strikes. Ouch, that one drilled him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So digging in, Chris Sharp. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Righty delivers. Now 1-1.
1-1.
That's in there. Going to count 1-2. Stays alive. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
So first and second with 2 outs. Hudson Potts now at the plate. That one lifted to left. Beasley brings it in, and the inning is over. Welcome back. Ready to go. Bottom four. Now the third baseman, number 15. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Just missed. Here comes a pitch. And that's through there for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Casey stands in here, trying to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Pulls it in on the run. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ed Howell, the next to hit, went down on strikes his first time through. Foul ball there. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And welcome back. Here's the third baseman, Bo Phillip.
The third baseman of the ball. Phillip.
The pitch. And there's a curve through for a strike.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And the 0-2. On the ground, right side. Oh, nice play. Nicely done for the out.
The back of
Cade Bunnell getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. And now the count is even.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Hard hit, left field, base hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's the catcher to hit, Hendrik Clementina. Flied out his first time. Over to first, and he's safe. Swings through that one. 0-1. Throw over to first, and he dives back in safely. Kicks and fires. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
And now Justin Dean. That one's in there, 0-1. And the right-hander deals. That's out to center field. Roederer should have this one. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now Pablo Aliendo. And a pitch. That misses. And that's ball one. Late swing fouled off. The 1-1. And that's too high. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. That one 95 to finish him off.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Verdugo. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
It was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. And now the lefty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dean makes the grab on the run. Two outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Cole Roederer. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
No ball, one strike.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work it back, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Snags it on the run. And the inning is over. Top of the 6th inning, Yolmer Sanchez now steps in. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. When you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Righty to the plate. And And 1-2.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but sometimes it's not.
This one in the air right field. And there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Jesse Franklin. 1 for 2.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs. You caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in a division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
Next offering is fouled back.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Here's the left fielder, Chris Sharp. Strike 1.
0-1.
And the righty deals. Falling behind 2-1. They say it went.
2-2.
Pitch misses there. 3-2 now. Hudson Potts waits on deck. And the pitch. Right side. Wogu puts it away, and that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Smokies out front 2-0. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the right fielder, Jordan Wogu. Wogu, 24 years old, and he was born in Canada. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Lugbauer racing over to make the catch.
The batter, number 34.
So here's the cleanup hitter, number 34. That's a little bit low. Movement in the bullpen. Seth Elledge getting ready to go. Lee getting cranked up as well. And a pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And now it's 3-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Payoff pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And there are 2 down. Now the left fielder, Bradley Beasley. Fly ball down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Top of inning number 7. And now the DH, Hudson Potts. The right-hander back to work. And ball 1.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 21 appears to be getting loose. Wick getting loose as well. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Beasley ranging back, makes a nice running catch. Now there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Phillip in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. And here it comes. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
3-0 now. And that's in for a strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
The line of the pitch. Check swing, but he went too far. And a full count now. Got him. And there's 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Cade Bunnell.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat, opposite field knock.
There's a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-2. And that just misses. Here's a 2-2. And now it's filled up.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Hendrick Clementina to bat next. The line of the pitch. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Goes down looking. pitcher.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Number 15 digs in now. A strikeout and a walk. The pitch. Outside. And now 2-0. That's inside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
In for a strike, 3-1. Out towards left center. Sharp on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. So now here's the DH. Owen Casey. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. 2 up, 2 down. So up next, Ed Howard, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Swing and a ball popped up, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that extends the inning. At the plate, Pablo Aliendo. On the inside corner for a strike. Howard off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Hendrik Clementina. Thompson back to work. Strike on the outside. 1-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Back to the mound. On the run, throw to first. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Back to the top of the lineup, Justin Dean. Now at the plate. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. There's a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1. And that one sliced foul. The 1-2. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Yolmer Sanchez. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike one. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
Not even close there. And that is ball one. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
And a 1-2 again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back. Here's the second baseman, Luis Verdugo.
The second baseman, Verdugo.
The pitch. Off the mark there, and that's ball one. Top of the zone for a called strike. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Right side, hard hit. He'll do it himself, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth. Cole Roederer, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. In there for strike one.
Very good pitch, backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
That one clips the outside corner, and that is strike two.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Sharp, long run. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Jordan Woden getting ready to hit. First offering misses the mark. Two down, nobody on. There's a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering upstairs.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible two-strike pitch.
That one misses, and it's a full count. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball four.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And now the first baseman, number 34. 1 for 3. And it takes low for ball one. Misses again, 5 in a row. Wogu, the runner at first with 2 gone. Right-handed reliever. Check swing. No appeal. And the count is 3-1. Kicks and deals. In the air, left field. And makes the grab. That is the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the night as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. So a lefty out of the pen, Brandon Hughes.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now here is Drew Luckbauer.
The first base number 7, Drew Luckbauer.
The pitch. Here's a strike. Hughes, a 6'2 southpaw. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And a quick out, number 1. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesse Franklin. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Dives and he can't hang on. He's in there. One down. Here's the left fielder, Chris Sharp. Pitch is in there, and that is strike 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. So now the DH spot, Hudson Potts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but gotta imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
At the belt and fires. Lifted in the air, out to left. Beasley under it. Out, number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
So digging in, Bo Phillip. That one catches the zone. That's strike one. And there's a ball. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back. And that one is out of here. A 3-run shot, and they jump out front. It's 3-2.
No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Tyler Duffy will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
So 2 down, and here is Cade Bunnell. And first offering is fouled off. Just off the inside edge. Bullpen activity starting up now. Jeremiah Estrada up and throwing. Check swing, and that's a ball. That one in for a strike, 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Got him swinging. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. And the home team down a run. Now on the bump, Brooks Wilson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off, Bradley Beasley. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run. You're leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with one swing. So he's going to take and get into this at bat and try to get deep into the bat. Ultimately, however he can, get to first base. Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke out as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Number 15, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
1 and out.
In the air, left field. And there's 2 down.
The batter, designated hitter.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now, here is Owen Casey. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one fouled off. The tying run at the plate. And that one upstairs. Out to short. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Ed Howard will hit next.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
First pitch, not close.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Wilson over to first. Casey back in standing.
Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Back there. Out of here. And that ends the game. Wow. That'll fire up the dugout, and they walk it off and win it 4-3.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
(4-3) our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Stands our final line. First person victorious. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They led 5 hits on base. For Mississippi, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They led 5 on base. Time for the ball, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.